Just Platte Valley had a little more offense in this one and able to pull out the win.
And, I know last couple weeks I keep bringing up North Andrew, even though Chris is the alum from North Andrew. But do you think Platte Valley getting this type of win against East Ashland kind of closes that gap with those teams up top, or what do you think about that?
I think these teams can play with them defensively. I worry about them trying to score with Worth County or North Andrew and teams like that if they could keep scoring with them. If it gets in the shootout, I'm not sure if Platte Valley or EA are built for those type of games. But if they can keep the game pretty muddy, keep it low scoring in the 30s, they definitely have a chance to pull off an upset.
All right, Devin, we're at the point now where it's districts, you win and go home now heading into week number 10. We've talked a lot about District 4, but that's where a lot of this is going to be. Bishop LeBlanc sitting there in District number 3, King City, a couple other ones are sitting over there. They can kind of make a run there, I think. Those two teams can also make a run, but District 4, now we're going to see who can survive that gauntlet.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still trying to figure out what's going to happen with district seedings this week. My guess for that 4-5 matchup, it's either going to be Albany at East Ashland or East Ashland at Worth County. It just kind of depends on where Albany ends up falling in the district seedings. Either way, it should be a lot of fun to see that first matchup in a couple of weeks to see what happens there. But again, any of those 5 teams, EA, Platte Valley, Worth County, Albany, North Andrew, it would not surprise me if any of those teams eventually won that district, because that's 5 really good football teams put together in one district. So it should be a lot of fun when that all unravels itself.
And it's, final week, regular season football going into the playoffs now. So who do you think's kind of hitting their stride at the right time, I guess? That may not be the top 5 teams, but.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Archie is. I know they were without their quarterback tonight, but they still put a big score up on Liberal on there. But I think King City and LeBlanc are in a good shape too. As Chris said earlier, in that district there, Bramer lost tonight in a high-scoring game. Oryx looked good, but they're not quite they're not the teams that King City and LeBlanc have lost to this year either in the top of the GRC. So either way, should be a lot of fun. I think King City or LeBlanc has a good chance in that district, though, to possibly get out of it and get to the semifinals.
Devin, we've got about 30 seconds left with you here. Just kind of to recap this regular season, what stood out to you the most about this year?
I would just say how just strong not only North Andrew, but the rest of the GRC was there eventually this year. We weren't sure about Worth County and Albany, and they both proved to be very good this year. Platte Valley and EA both kind of held up their end of the deal too. So we were hopeful these teams will be pretty good, and all those teams kind of live up to the hype there too. So that's always kind of cool when you put expectations on teams and they fulfill them. It's always kind of fun to watch those kids reach their potentials.
A-Man football analyst Devin Albertson joining us. Thank you as always. We're looking forward to next week in the postseason. We'll see who comes out as a state champion here in about 5 weeks or so.
Yep, absolutely ready for game tomorrow too. St. Joe Christian King City, 10 o'clock on Missouri A-Man Football Facebook Live.